much. So we had another. It's a more muted move. Not really a move up, but rather chop today. And again, I need to get more sophisticated. Instead of just watching for levels like a retard, I need to look at Gamma, look at the Greeks, look at the draws on liquidity, look at how the candles are actually forming and what they're doing, instead of just, there's a line there, buy, sell, retard. So what does that mean? Well, today Zineid shared a great video, which I need to keep rewatching, about what she was looking at and why this 5,900 was a key level. And I did play a short, but not directly off it. I was a bit late, but I held it and I got out about here. Missed out obviously on this huge move here. That's about $20-$30. Missed out on that huge move down to the 585, 586 levels. So let's start with these long-term fair value gaps. This is the volume profile. Um, well, we're just kind of choppy here, so nothing to add. But she talks about in the video about how we swept the pre-market low here, and she was confident that we would keep moving higher here because of some tests of a fair value gap at these levels. And so she got high long about here. I need to rewatch it to see exactly what she means by this. And then at 5,900, she explained why that was a key level, which was obviously on the SPX here, and then a test again here. This is where I got short a bit late, but got out here. We should have held it all the way down. And maybe all these lines are doing me a disservice because I got out because partly because of the VWAP and the ORB low here. So I'm going to try experiment with taking them all off tomorrow and trading without any of them. Why not? It's not like I'm so successful with them. And let's look at further confluences here. So VIX one day at open was a buy sign that was, oh, I guess, then quickly immediately afterwards it turned to red. So that was messy. But anyway, if we look at this low, the 1,000 level, this would have been a good buy. So this was at pre-market lows. And if we just simply looked at tick and then if it corresponds to a level, that's great. Now, Zenaida also said that if the fair value gaps align with King X levels or market structure change levels, they're much more important. So I need to review what she's saying and go through my chats and really study what she means by that. But this was a good entry. Although look at this, the VIX one day and the tick seem to contradict here. Well, maybe not. It's just a bit afterwards. Um, and then we tested again here. Again, another good quick scalp long opportunity. We could just scalp off the tick, really. Whenever the tick is at minus 1,000, try and scalp something. Like up here. Again here. Especially if it correlates with another level. The ADD was just falling all day again when we were moving up. That's another reason I was good to short. I mean, look, we made a new high. We made a lower high here. We try to push up, get a double top. But the ADD was still way below its highs at open. Again, VIX. I think VIX should be 5 minutes. So it's not much space. Yeah, VIX failed to make a new high here, so you could say that's just a lot to look at one time. It's so hard to focus on all this. The goal is to review, um, to review and really get good at these ideas of draws on liquidity and fair value gaps and sweeps and so on. So that's what I want to do tomorrow. Today I took calls in at Teleport Cisco after hours, which was good. I mean, just bullish on the new board member on the AI initiatives on the Saudi partnership, as well as Walmart. They seem to be fine with their suppliers. Everything seemed to be sorted. There wasn't any panic when we went. It was pretty chill. I also took profits in Sony. It was up. It was up more in pre-market, but this was based on the people are going to be buying it because of the GTA 6 hype. And I also took profits in. Let me just remember. Was in. Also in Oak Low. I mean, look at that move. I think I was way too conservative with that. I also sold one of my MLGO puts, which I bought literally at the peak up here. Well, actually before that. No, I bought it when it was at like 32 on April 1st. And it's, at 2.1 now, way below my strike price, but they're not really moving as I want because the options, I guess, are so thinly traded. It's a bit of a scam company, but that was a huge move that should have gained more, but it is what it is. And I also bought back New, which also did well. Again, maybe you could say it was too conservative. I also had puts in two others that I bought, which were EXEO. Look at that move. But because I was conservative and because they're thinly traded and the spreads are wide, I barely made any money. And then also DT. Again, when they trade in $5 increments, it's really difficult to do anything. EXEO is interesting. Remember that name I was in during COVID? I was just so stubbornly in that expo thing. That was funny. I wonder what they're doing now. It's called Emerald Exhibition. EEX. $4 stock. That's. I mean, I couldn't get out of it. I was stuck. It was such a shit show. Damn. It never recovered from COVID. I was in it for a long fucking time. It never recovered. I mean, it was less than a $10 stock even before COVID. I would never touch it now. Damn, I learned a lot the hard way. I mean, and also just look at this shit chart before COVID. Fuck me. I'm so much better right now as I am a trader. 4 years later, 5 years later. Imagine, 5 years I should can be even better and better and better and better. Inshallah. Inshallah.